It was a cold, unassuming night when I found myself pacing the living room, unable to shake the nagging sense of unease. The lamp cast a dim glow, flickering every now and then as though mocking my attempts to keep calm. Suddenly, a gust of icy wind swept through the room, though every window and door was locked tight. And then she appeared, a woman unlike any I'd ever seen materialized in front of me. Her figure was slender but imposing, draped in a shimmering, iridescent gown that seemed to ripple like liquid mercury. Her eyes were large, almond-shaped, and an unsettling shade of violet that glowed faintly in the dark. Her silver hair flowed as though caught in an invisible current, and her skin was luminescent, giving her an almost ethereal presence. Yet, for all her otherworldly beauty, there was an undeniable edge of menace in her sharp features. Before I could scream, run, or even process what was happening, she spoke. "Do you know who I am, human?" Her voice was a curious blend of melodic and mechanical, resonating in my mind as much as in my ears. I stood frozen, mouth agape, unsure if I should respond or if this was some bizarre dream I'd wake from at any moment. When I didn't answer, her violet eyes narrowed. "I see. Fear has rendered you mute. Allow me to enlighten you," she continued, stepping closer. "I am Zayara, emissary of the Kelythian High Council. Your species has drawn our attention. Why?" I finally managed to stammer, my voice barely above a whisper. She tilted her head, a faint smirk playing on her lips. "Your kind's propensity for chaos and ingenuity. You've breached boundaries you do not yet comprehend, meddled with forces beyond your grasp. It is both intriguing and alarming." I blinked, still struggling to understand. "Are you here to hurt us?" Her smirk vanished, replaced by a look of disdain. "Hurt you? No, that would be too simple. We observe, we assess. Whether you are a threat to the greater harmony of the cosmos is yet to be determined." "Greater harmony?" I echoed, trying to keep up. "What do you mean? And why me? Why are you here?" She stepped even closer, and I could feel an energy emanating from her, a low hum that vibrated in my very bones. "You were chosen because you stand at a crossroads. Your actions, insignificant as they may seem to you, have ripples. The decisions you make could tip the balance." "Tip the balance?" I asked, my fear now mingled with curiosity. Her glowing eyes bore into mine. "Your world teeters on the edge of ruin, and you, like so many others, pretend not to notice. But you have a spark, a capacity to see beyond the veil of your mundane existence. If guided, you could help steer your kind away from destruction." I wanted to protest, to tell her she'd made a mistake, that I was just an ordinary person with no grand destiny. But something in her gaze told me this was no error. Somehow, impossibly, she believed I could make a difference. "How?" I asked, the word escaping before I could stop it. Her smirk returned, faint but knowing. "That is for you to discover. But know this, you are not alone. We are watching always." Before I could respond, a blinding light engulfed her. I shielded my eyes, and when I lowered my hands, she was gone. The room was silent once more, save for the faint hum that lingered in the air, a reminder that she had been real. I stood there for what felt like an eternity, trying to piece together what had just happened. Zayara, the Kelythian High Council, the fate of humanity. It was too much to comprehend, and yet a part of me felt different, as though a seed had been planted, one that would grow whether I wanted it to or not. Do you know who I am? Human? Her words echoed in my mind, a haunting refrain that refused to be silenced. Maybe I didn't know who she was, but I had a feeling that soon enough I would, and that nothing in my life would ever be the same again.